If you a young woman right now, you probably having the time of your life doing what you want, when you want, how you want, with whomever you want. And it feels so good to do what you want, when you want, how you want, with whomever you want. You can't think about nothing else. All you can think about is how good you feel right now. But one thing you should be thinking about is that all good things come to an end. And we're going to talk about why you should be thinking about that. But first, wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Let's go.
Bitch, you want all this pimping you can't afford. Perform like a punk, but want a winner's reward. Some suckers give you points, but bitch, you never scored. If you ain't paying pimping, then bitch, you getting ignored.
Okay.
I'm so sick of these.
There's never been a time where young women have had the liberty that they have right now. I mean, the freedom is almost ridiculous. Well, not almost. If you ask me, the freedom that women have right now is extremely ridiculous. So there's a young lady who's not so young anymore, turning 40 years old, and she's going viral on the internet right now for a particular video, and we just gonna get into it.
40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like not where I wanted to be. I haven't succeeded at anything. Have I even tried? Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything. And I don't know how to, I did this whole growing thing wrong. Like I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be able to handle these things, and I can't handle anything. And I literally am just realizing, like, it's been 40 years of this, and like, it's 40 years of just being confused and not knowing and like figuring things out slower and like not like I haven't built anything. I have nothing like to show for this time. I just don't know what I'm doing here, and I'm lost. I'm afraid, and I don't.
How time flies, and how time waits on not a soul on planet Earth. You dig? As long as you live, time is never gonna wait for you. And you know, when people cry, especially women, when you see a cute woman crying and you don't know anything about her except the fact that she's in distress right now because she's crying, everybody looks so sweet. Everybody looks so innocent. Everybody looks like, oh, they're there. But this woman is 40 years old, and she's crying about how her life is not where she wants it to be. So needless to say, she's made quite a bit of mistakes. And I'm willing to bet, as much as I'm not a gambler, I am willing to bet that this woman has fumbled several good men at least. Maybe a lot of good men, but at least several good men she's fumbled in her life, right? And that has a lot to do with why she is where she is right now. See, one of the main reasons why she is where she is right now is because she doesn't have an appreciation for people. I'll guarantee you. Because when you have an appreciation for people and you appreciate people above things, then you have good connections with people. You build bonds with people. And then you build other things with people once you build a bond with people. And again, I guarantee you that there's been times in this woman's life that she had a good man in her life. He loved her. He adored her. He worshiped, walked on. He treated her like royalty. He catered to her. He took care of her. And she didn't appreciate that man. And she treated that man like he wasn't shit. And then eventually, probably after a long time, after too long, that man got fed up, left her alone, and she didn't give a damn because in her mind, I'm young, I'm pretty, and I can get another man just like him. Little did she know that she was going to be sorely mistaken. And I'm pretty sure that's probably happens throughout her life. You dig? And not just men that she's been involved with, but there's probably family members, friends, loved ones, homegirls, whatever it is. It don't even have to be males. It's probably been other women in her life that she did not appreciate. And she fumbled a lot of relationships throughout her life. See, she talked about how she didn't build anything, and she's probably talking about as far as a career or, investments, something to do with monetary building, financial building. But one thing that I'm pretty sure that she's not considering when she's talking about she hasn't built anything is relationships with people. She's not considering that. She's not even thinking about that. She's crying because she's probably in a rut right now financially. She's not where she wants to be financially. She probably thinks that she should be a lot further when it comes to a career or finances, but she's not about people and appreciating the right people. By the time you're 40 years old, you've come across some good people in your life. I don't care who you are. Me, you, and anybody else that's 40 and above, we've had good people in our lives, and there's a high likelihood that all of us have underappreciated somebody good in our lives before. I'm man enough and real enough to say that I have for sure underappreciated or didn't appreciate certain good people that were in my life before. But see, women on the other hand, they have a much more difficult time saying what I just said. That young lady right there, who's not so young anymore, who just turned 40, I'm pretty sure if you ask her about people in her life that she didn't appreciate, that she wishes that she can go back and do over again, she's probably gonna have a tough time telling you about anybody, or telling you about how she might have did somebody wrong or just mishandled good people. I guarantee you she can't tell you anything about that, right? Because again, a lot of females have a tough time with accountability. See, what I just displayed to you is accountability. Me being a man enough to say that I've, underappreciated certain people that were good to me in my life, even probably did people wrong that were good to me in my life that I should, right? But, women on the other hand, see, a guy, when I don't hold myself accountable, there's certain consequences. When a woman doesn't hold herself accountable, there's certain consequences. But the difference is, with a man, our consequences of lacking accountability are much more vivid, much more real, and a lot of times much more harsh. See, the consequences for a woman lacking accountability, especially in today's times, are a lot more subtle. Like the consequence of lacking accountability might losing somebody good in your life. But to a young woman, it's like, I go find another good person. Little do they know that's not true, and they got to find out the hard way, if they even find out, because some women don't even find out. Some women are 60 and 70 years old right now and still haven't learned to appreciate people above things, right? And this young lady, she knows something is wrong, but she probably, ain't no probably to it. She said that she was confused and she doesn't, she did the growing thing wrong and all of that. So she doesn't even know what's wrong. She knows that something is wrong, but she doesn't know what's wrong. And I'm telling you what's wrong. She done had some good people in her life that she didn't appreciate, and those good people are no longer in her life. And, because of that, she can't even, because she lacks the accountability to say, you know what? I had some good people in my life. I messed it up. She doesn't have ability about herself to look back in her mind and say, okay, that person when I was 21, this is how I should have handled that relationship. That person when I was 27, I should have handled that relationship. If I could go back and do it over, I'd do it like this. That person that was in my life when I was 24, that bailed me out of jail and helped me pay my rent and, you know, helped me whenever I was in need, if I could go back, I'll handle that situation like this. That person when I was 29 that, you know, believed in my vision and invested in me that I did wrong, if I could go back and do that over, I'd do it like this. She's not even thinking like that at all. Because again, the consequences are much more subtle for a woman than they usually are for a man. So she's bared some consequences for lacking accountability, but they haven't hit her until right now. And she doesn't even really understand why she's suffering the consequences that she is right now. But again, I'm telling you, she has some good people in her life, and she fumbled those good people, and she don't even understand. She don't even know what's hitting her right now. It's smacking her all in the face, and she don't even know what it is. All she knows is that she getting smacked in the face, bam, 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 and she don't even know what it is. Like the movie Ghost. For those of y'all too young, the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze back in the day. Patrick Swayze was a ghost, and he was beating this dude up. And the dude he was beating up didn't even know what was hitting him. He just getting beat up. He just getting smacked left and right. That's what's going through right now. She getting smacked left and right by something that she don't even understand what it is. She can't see it. She can't do anything with it but feel it. That's the only thing she can do is feel it. She can't identify it, but nonetheless, I wish her well. I hope that she does figure it out, and I hope that she does become a better person, and I hope that she does learn to appreciate people above things and all things, as should you if you haven't learned it yet. You dig? But let that marinate on your mind one time. Freezes it. Go ahead, put some of this good old love in your body like so. And of course, as always, long live the incomparable Sinful to P. We out.
Let's go. You see, I, the God anointed, game appointed PI since knee high. Knew that God appointed me to be fly. My reply to the blessing, only one decision for me, man, that integrated and demonstrated it's obligatory. Okay. So begins the story, these blessings I'm not in tune with it.
But getting back to this game that I never left.
Baby, yeah, where you been?